What's up, Dre?
Uh,
You sound good, Dre.
got some satellites in here.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah. Have you seen them? Like there's like it's like a 3-pack.
I need that.
I have one upstairs and then one in the living room and then one in the office.
You know what I want to do? I want to capture an alien and let that motherfucker sit by my computer the whole time. If anyone knows how to work the internet, if anyone knows how to work the internet, it's the aliens that gave it to us. Hey, Blesbomb.
That's a bomb.
Hey, Blesbomb. Yes, Mr. Koy. What's wrong with my Wi-Fi? Oh, Mr. Koy, you have to. Hey, man, stick this cord in your asshole and look at the sky. All right, just shut the fuck up, Blesbon.
That is inappropriate.
That is the wrong thing to say. I can destroy this whole planet. Shut the fuck up. Look at the sky. I'm trying to buy some Nikes.
Why is your Russian? I mean, your alien Russian.
Yeah, he's Russian. Well, all extraterrestrials come from the USSR.
Not even the current.
Not even, no, not the new Russia. No, I love new Russia.
The hammer and the sickle.
Yeah, hammer, sickle, Gorbachev era, Rocky Balboa, Rocky 4. Was it a Rocky 4?
3. Yeah, 4. Yep, 4.
You know they're making another Rocky?
Yeah.
Another fucking Rocky.
That's incredible. That's since 1976. How many years is that? That's
30, isn't that? No, that's 40.
40 years of a franchise.
40 years they've been selling this Rocky story, and he still can't get his shit straight.
Yeah, he's a fuck up. He's a lifelong fuck up, man.
Yeah, but you know what? He's punch drunk. You know, the guy blocked every punch with his face.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what's crazy is I understand they had to do it for Hollywood, but I've never seen, well, no, Arturo Gotti. I think Arturo Gotti. Remember Arturo Gotti? Middleweight guy? I think he was middleweight. His face would just be all cut up to shreds.
Yeah.
But no one has ever looked like Rocky Balboa. Never.
A beating for sure.
To where his face, huh?
I said he took a beating for sure.
I mean, his face, I mean, the makeup that they did on Rocky 4, on all Rockies, it's like, what was their point of reference? You know what I mean? Or was Stallone just, hey, yo, you know, more, you know, let me put make my eyes completely closed. It took me 15 minutes to figure out this hotspot with my niece.
Right.
These kids are great, man. What a tool these kids are now.
Yeah, they're closer to Alien than we are.
1,000,000%. I think right now in 2021, people are now officially giving birth to alien babies.
Mm-hmm.
Alien babies, because it's in our DNA. The kids that are giving birth now, like if you're in your 20s, if you're like 24, 25, about to have a baby, your DNA has all this computer shit in it. You lived it. And now you're handing that DNA to this fucking alien baby. What I'm trying to say is never in a million years did my parents ever ask me for any type of advice. Even to play a board game. They always went to the mini manual to figure out anything. Yahtzee. They didn't give a shit. All right, where do we put the dice? And if I even made a suggestion, put it in the cup. What? Just stop.
That's true. That's so true, man.
Right?
Yeah. But that generation wanted to know everything. They wanted you to feel like you were worthless.
Yes. They love to make you feel worthless.
Yeah.
It was the worthless feeling generation.
Yeah.
Parents back in the day, you'll never make it. Oh, whatever. Good luck with that. Try again, moron.
Yeah. What was that?
Hey, here's my kid, dumb and stupid. What the fuck?
But then they strap a key around your neck and tell you to fend for yourself for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, yeah. Leave this on your neck.
Remember that? The latchkey?
Yes.
The fuck?
Bro, I'm telling you, man, these kids have no idea. Would you trade your childhood for the childhood that they have now?
Wow, that's a great question.
Because we're enjoying all the stuff that they have. I
Yeah.
mean, we kind of grew out of it, like this PS5 phase. It's like I
Right.
got one, but it was literally for my son.
Right.
But I don't give two shits about it. I ain't playing it. I don't care. But if I was his age, my mind is blown.
Yeah. But we got the best of both worlds. We got to live in that and this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
love that.
We-
Yeah.
We get to live without seatbelts and with a PS5.
You remember lap belts? That shit didn't save anyone's life.
Oh,
You know what
God.
you know what a lap belt did to you, Dre? If you got into an accident,
Mhm.
it made sure a lap belt made sure that you broke your pelvis.
Mhm. Yeah.
It would break everything in the middle of your body.
Yeah.
Because you're
Spleen
going, yeah.
gone.
Spleen. Oh my God. Spleen injuries. Compound femur tailbone. Your tailbone came out of your asshole because of the lap belt. I'm telling you, man.
We live dangerously, man.
We lived dangerously. Airbags. I remember when they first introduced airbags, I was like, that shit ain't gonna work. You better put pillows on the wheel. Airbags. Get the fuck out of here. That is not going to work.
Right?
Remember that? The airbag?
Yeah.
Man, these kids got it so good, dude. So what would you do?
It's a tough question, but I think I'm good with the childhood I had, man. It was dangerous, but it was informative. Like I feel better for having
Yeah.
lived in that time.
I think the 80s and 90s were the greatest decades of all time.
Yeah.
It was the greatest decades.
Yeah.
It was the change of music. It was the change of dance, fashion, style. Everything was creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that it won't happen again. It's all like a knockoff of what we did in the 90s. And I know every generation always says that, right? I think my dad said it, but I'm like, no, Dad, no one took shit from you. When they do it, it's because it's Halloween and we want to look like Elvis. But it's not because it's a cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when someone steals from the 60s and 70s, you can tell that it's not, it's just fun to wear. It's not like a fashion movement. Like you don't see the streets hitting with a bunch of 70 wide collar shirts. It's like a selective few love that particular era.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to Mel's Diner and looking at that little jukebox on the table going, I wish I fucking had this at home.
Ooh, that's dope. But the 90s, man, like, I mean, look, they've been retroing our shoes for damn near 21 years now. They've been when they start retroing shoes, like 2005, they've been retroing our shoes from the 90s for like 15 years now, which means creatively they can't even make these shoes because they're still the #1 shoe sold by Nike. And all the shit that they're making afterwards, no one wants.
Right.
They pretend, but they don't want it. You release a fucking J right now. You just put out a 3. Bro, sold out minutes. You have to buy aftermarket, twice the price. It's like, dude, the Hirachi, the Bo Jackson, shit, even the Agassiz, man.
Right.
That's just our shoe culture. I mean, look at our clothes, man. The starter jackets, the the windbreakers. Like they all stole that from us, man.
Yeah, and the music from that point forward is all built on that foundation.
Yes, and you can't. Look, we invented rap.
Right.
We invented rap, a genre, like the only genre. That is, I'm so sick of people saying their genre. I really am. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people.
Hold on. What genre are people like trying to?
It's just like, okay, nothing moves a culture or a generation like hip hop.
Right.
There's nothing that moves clothing or design or anything that's hip. Anything.
Right.
Anything that's hip.
Right.
If Young Thug says it or if Little Uzi says it, guess what? Whoever they're talking about just made $5 million that day. It's gone.
Yeah.
Bro, look, I only knew who Tom Ford was is because I was a huge Gucci fan. I swear to God. I love Gucci and I you know me, I love that stuff. I just love, and I always knew who Tom Ford was. When Tom Ford broke off and left Gucci, do you really think people were going to buy Tom Ford shit? Honestly? Honestly. Or was it because Jay-Z did a whole song about Tom Ford?
Right. No,
like there's no way a designer will just pop off and be the high-end fashion designer with this whole new line and everyone's buying and rushing to buy Tom Ford. Bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit, dude. You know how many designers have came and left Louis Vuitton? Bro, unless a rapper says it, you ain't doing shit. I think it's either Michael Kors or Marc Jacobs. I think it's Michael Kors. Whoever. He was a huge designer. Like, I think he was in like one of the big top-notch designers and he used to design for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like maybe Louis or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he broke off and started his own stuff, right? Dre, do you think that shit would have popped off? Like, honestly, unless Nicki Minaj said something?
Oh, the Michael Kors line, yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, everyone was rocking Michael Kors. Everyone. You couldn't get enough of it.
Right.
I remember I was working at Nordstrom Rack, and literally, like, we couldn't keep it in the store, Dre. Like, they just wanted anything with that MK logo on it. Anything.
Crazy. Yeah.
And it's like,
why
do we act like, not we, I don't, but why when people talk about rap, there's always just like this condescending tone to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? You like that rippity rap? Motherfucker, you do too. Don't act like you don't know that rap music moves society forward. It moves society forward.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad, bro. It makes me, look, I love it. If you're gonna take from rap, I love it. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're supposed to do. But don't sit there and act like that shit's rock.
Like, what do you mean?
Don't. It's like you can tell how they approach the lyrics. It's more of a rap style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then just because your hooks are like, woo, it's like, you know what I mean? And then a little, like just a little electronic scratch in the background with a goddamn lead guitar overlay. Like, fuck you, dude.
I know, man.
Don't fucking act like you're rock, bro. Don't.
Yeah.
You will never, don't. You need to accept it. It is the fucking only genre. That's it. I'm sorry. Everything else is dope. I love listening to it. I get it. I got rock that I got on my playlist. I even got a couple country songs when I'm fucked up. I'll play it with my friends.
And that's the thing is that I've heard some country records over the last couple of years, and I've been like, wait a minute,
bro. Exactly. I know exactly who you're talking about. They're even saying like the rapping and doing the thing and then don't on the ding-a-lang. Like, shut and then try and act like it wasn't influenced
Right.
by rap. Like, oh no, this is a kind of like a new, this is like new country that we're all doing. Yeah, motherfucker, it's because your kids listen to rap.
Exactly.
Or when you were a kid, you listened to rap. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is that they just don't want to admit. There's
Probably
this thing, dude.
because they shit on it for decades, and then now they're like they have to embrace it, and they don't want to.
Oh, it drives me crazy, man. It really does. And you can tell when people, it's just, I don't even know. I don't want to bring it there, but like I even got some friends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm in the car with them, they're singing my music, you know what I mean? They're doing it. But whenever we're around a group,
what are they doing?
whenever we're around a group, and I'll call them out, Dre. I'm like, yo, dude, what? You know what I mean? And I'll be like, what? Yo, you knew all the lyrics,
Right.
to
Right.
No Diggity in the car. Now you're acting like this other dude, like,
oh shit.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy, man.
I remember.
What is that?
I remember.
Do you even understand what I'm saying?
I do. When I was like in middle school, there was this kid that he was in my drama class, right? And he was talking to another kid, and I just happened to hear the conversation. He was like, yeah, rap music is like beating off on a computer, right? White kid, right? So like, flash forward 3 years later, and he had money, right? So like he came from money, whatever. So like 3 years later, I keep hearing about this kid with the same name who has like all the hip hop equipment. He has a Lin drum. He has you know what I mean? He has all the shit that hip hop producers at the time wanted to use. So he was the guy, like they were like, yeah, he has one of those. We can go over there and use his. Yeah, he's cool. And I was like, man, fuck that dude. He's not cool. He was shitting on the music like 3
on it, bro.
3 years ago, and now he's trying to be like he's just a vulture. You know what I mean?
It's
like
a vulture, bro, a culture vulture. And people don't understand, like, yo, if you shout it out with love, bro, then welcome.
Yeah. That exactly.
But when you yeah. But when you act like, all right, here's a perfect example. And I didn't want to do this, Dre. But I was watching Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
I love Charlemagne. You know what I mean? I love him to death. But he had Post Malone on the show. Yeah. And I was just like, and this is when Post was like, hot. Like he's coming out with like, he's on the radio nonstop, right? Yeah. He had that song. I don't know the name of the song, but anyways.
The White Iverson joint, probably.
White Iverson, first of all, huh?
Hilarious.
What? If that's not already a window to the vulture culture, then I don't know what White Iverson. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's another thing the 90s made us.
Right.
Sir Allen Iverson, homie. Right. Hoyas, Georgetown. Right. Anyways,
that's hilarious.
But it's Charlemagne was just like, you got all these, like your look, the way you act, you know what I mean? Like that's our culture. And like I know people are like, oh, he's being petty, and even he was like, but I like I like that look. And it's like, yeah, but you're shouting out rock on your tats, but your album has no rock.
Yeah.
Your title says White Iverson.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not trying to throw anything out. I'm just, I understand where Charlemagne's coming from. Like, I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I get what he's saying. It's like, you got the jailhouse tats on your face, bro. You got all those things that you guys used to make fun of back in the day, but now when it's lucrative and it's profitable, now you did, but when you did it, it's like, what you're shouting out on your body isn't what you're doing on your albums. And I think that's why Charlemagne was like, yo, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I didn't get it at first. I didn't get it. And then I was like, oh, now I get it.
Well, and then to take it a step further. And I mean, as an artist, he can do whatever he wants to do, right?
Of course. 100%.
I'm not trying to bash the kid. I'm just
me neither. I'm not. I'm just I understand where Charlemagne's coming from.
Right.
That's me indirectly putting it back on Charlemagne.
But but then the next couple records were like, okay, this you came in on the back of hip hop.
Yeah.
Now you're heavy guitar. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
What are you?
Yeah. Like,
so I too understood what Charlemagne was.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
man.
The Charlemagne.
But yet you don't want to pay homage to the culture that got, you know what I mean? It's like,
it's a weird dynamic, man.
It drives me crazy. We see it all the time. All the time. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
It's
fucking annoying, man. I went to a country concert, with my ex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I don't want to say the name, but the whole time in my head, it was packed with, it was packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was literally just like, this is country rap.
Mm-hmm.
But don't act like you created something new.
Exactly. And that's all you're saying, and that's all I believe in, is that just acknowledge where you got it from.
Acknowledge where you got it from. I don't give a fuck who you got it from. If you don't want to say the name because it might ruin your fan base. When I'm on the tour bus, man, I like to throw in a little bit of that Young Thug, man. I like that little Uzi Vert, you know what I mean?
What's his name? Didn't give a fuck though. What's the dude that did the record with Nelly? He was like, was it Tim McGraw? Maybe.
Tim McGraw did it.
Somebody. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up who did the first.
Oh, why must you feel this way? Must be the bougie. How'd that song go? If you want to take a ride with me, how's that song?
This must be the money.
Oh, I thought it was must be the money. Hey, Nelly, how about I say this? Oh, I must feel this way. Hey, must be the money.
Yeah, him and Tim McGraw did
must I feel this way? Hey, must be the money. And then I'll do a little guitar riff. What do you think about that, Nelly? And Nelly's like, yeah, man. Hey, can someone get me a Band-Aid for my face?
So do you think that were those records was it all about a check when they first started doing that? Because now I think that they've realized that it's where culture moved, but is it about a check?
They still don't want to say it.
Yeah.
They still don't want to say. They still don't. You ever notice that? You ever notice that, bro? They'll say every other genre is the most profitable, the most lucrative. It's like, shut the fuck up. I've never heard a country singer going, I got my Gucci boots on and my Gucci hat on. Everybody gonna sing this really good song. I got my Gucci boots on, my Gucci hat on. Oh, shit. Not one motherfucker will buy Gucci from that fucker. No, not one sale. Not one sale.
That was actually pretty good though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Nobody's checking for that.
Why aren't we admitting it? Admit it. Stop with your bullshit.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing more lucrative. And what drives me crazy is I hope these cats are getting paid. I don't think they are.
Oh,
Not the amount of money, not the amount of money that they should be.
for the product placements and songs? Nah.
Say it again, Dre.
You mean
Say
for
it again?
when they're placing products in their songs? That's what you're
Yeah, when
saying?
they're doing product placement?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
Nope.
No,
Drives me crazy.
that sucks.
This is what sucks because it's, even though they're not getting paid for it, they're proving a fact. They're proving to anybody that doubts that type of music. They are showing you that our music is worth billions.
Millions. Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah. It's the
Please tell me isn't having the greatest 20 years of their fucking life right now. Am I right?
Who's that?
Please tell me Gucci isn't having the greatest
Oh.
20 years of their fucking life.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. You already know. I mean, we talked about that. That's the whole thing. When they went back, the whole Dapper Dan thing. You know what I mean? When they went back and had to go back and get Dapper Dan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, not only get it, but take all the shit. But not only that, but bro, I remember opening for Dave Chappelle 25 years ago, 24 years ago at the House of Blues. And I was working at, I can't remember where I was working, but let's just say I didn't have enough money to go inside Gucci.
right.
And I literally took my paycheck and bought a Gucci bucket hat just so I can look fly on stage opening for Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And when I got off stage, everyone will recognize me because I'll be the only one with a Gucci bucket. I remember taking a picture for a newspaper. I got to find this newspaper. It's a Vegas local newspaper. It's me, Dave, and the writer.
Crazy.
And that Gucci bucket, bro, $400 for that Gucci bucket in like 1996 or whatever it was, 97, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I just remember walking into Gucci and like people like, wait, what? Like, who's this?
Yeah.
Who's that? Like, now you go to Gucci, there are a line of black people wrapped around the building.
Right.
And the agents on the inside cannot wait to help the next person in line.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because you're talking about 25 years ago. Where, you know what I mean? Like, we wasn't stepping in there.
Hell no, nobody was going in there. Nobody was going in there. The demographic was white and Asian.
Yeah, because even if you had the money, you just still didn't feel comfortable in that.
Yeah.
Now,
it didn't make sense. Like, what? Oh, you're gonna wear that? It was flashy runway shit.
Right.
That wasn't like acceptable to go to the mall in, like it is now. Hip hop made that shit fashionably acceptable.
Exactly.
Hip hop made it streetwear.
Yep.
And when I mean streetwear, I don't mean a color of people. I mean wearing it on the street.
Yeah.
You know?
Because what hip hop did is made it fashionable to take a piece and rock it with something completely all the way left. You know what I mean?
Some fucking Jordan 1s.
Exactly.
Yo, listen, all I'm trying to say is, and I'm not trying to hate on any genre. I love all genres. Just shout it out, bro. Don't act like you invented the goddamn wheel. We all know where it came from. It came from some black dude's living room on a goddamn record player.
Just because you put a banjo on top of some trap drums, don't make it country.
Don't make it country.
That's still hip hop.
Stop. And all I'm saying is shout it out.
Yeah.
Show the financial potential that a hip hop song has.
True story, man.
No one crushes it on every level. Like, just even the song. When the song blows up, that makes money. When it goes on tour, he makes money. Like, there's a reason why these motherfuckers put $250,000 worth of diamonds in their mouth.
Right.
Because they can't count the fucking money anymore. There's a reason why Migos does carpool karaoke with $300,000 in cash in their hand. They can't count the fucking money. There ain't nobody else doing that shit. Like, look, man. Look, listen. Country music has been trying to sell us this outfit for almost 100 years, and not one goddamn person has bought it.
What is it? What's the ensemble?
Bro, it's the same fucking ensemble. It's the cowboy hat, the button-up shirt, the boot-cut jeans.
Yeah.
Not once has there been a craze for that. I mean, around Halloween, but like, look, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate, and there's a lot of country singers. I'm not hating. Listen, I appreciate every genre. I appreciate everything. Fashionably, I love it. If you can rock a, cowboy outfit, that's dope. What I'm trying to say is, your music doesn't influence like fashion the way hip hop does. When Run DMC went, my Adidas, motherfucker, they couldn't get enough Adidas in the store.
It was over.
Over, bro. And that's anything they say.
Bro.
Air Force One still sell because of Nelly.
Yeah.
Hands down, it's not the shoe, it's fucking Nelly. Nelly deserves $1 billion because that shoe is a piece of shit. Right. It's a brick with laces. And guess who buys them? Andre does.
Yep. I do.
My son got so many pairs of Air Force Ones. But the reason why that shit is popular on the street and why people love it is the Nelly song. Because that shoe was done. That shoe was $49.99 at the most at Foot Locker, especially an all white one. Who the fuck buys these Frankenstein shoes?
That's real though, man. That's real.
And then all of a sudden, Nelly starts singing that song. That song was hot for like almost 2 years.
Went crazy.
Went crazy, dude. And then all of a sudden, all my friends had 19 different colors of Air Force Ones. And I'm like, these are the ugliest fucking shoes. I used to hate them. I still do, actually. But
what about the fitted hat?
Fitted hat, everything.
The fucking baseball, the baseball hat?
Baseball hat.
Bro, hip hop made that shit like the biggest thing going.
Bro. I can keep on going. It's anything they say.
It's crazy.
So like, why isn't that being recognized? Like they say it, but it's always under the like it's still a joke. It's just all that hippity hoppity rap. The Gucci. I hate it when they do this. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
You know what's crazy, bro? Is that Travis Scott did a collab with McDonald's, and they couldn't keep beef patties.
They couldn't even. Travis Scott, you can buy a cactus meal right now, a Cactus Jack meal. They're selling the actual meal on Amazon. It's petrified.
If that doesn't tell you something, come on, man.
Stop, you guys. Stop. I've been saying this for years. You can go into anything that I've said publicly. I've been saying this for years. Stop the bullshit. You take from this culture and you never shout it out. And the minute you get to wherever it is that you need to be, you pretend hip hop didn't get you through the door. And I can say a lot of names, man. Okay. I don't want to, but you do the CSI if you're listening. Yeah. Just go back into the 90s. Type up some actors' names. Type up some whatever. Type it up. Look it up. Look at their IMDb's, and you tell me.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to hate on anything. I'm just saying, stop using the master key to open up this door to whatever it is that you want to get inside. Because it's the master key, and you know it. I'm just being real, bro.
No, but it's funny because like it's the feeling that you feel being a part of being of the culture, right?
Yeah.
You are of the culture. I'm of
Yes.
the culture.
Yes.
And you have this feeling of you can say that what you're saying right now with confidence and say it with pride and go,
Fuck yeah, bro. Because
stop.
these motherfuckers don't live it.
Yeah.
They get to a spot and they act like that. Bro, you go into my bio, please. I dare anybody. Don't act like I'm just saying this shit.
Yeah.
I live hip hop, bro. I breathe it. I love it. I embrace it. It changed my life. When I was in the 80s, like that was my shit. And I think something about being Filipino, like I don't know what it is, man. Being half Filipino, like, that was more my identity than anything else. Like I felt like that was my soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Filipinos embrace it. Like look at all the DJs, all the dope DJs that are Filipinos. You know, look at all the
Right.
producers. Look at all the b-boys, all the b-boys that are Filipino. Like there's something about hip hop culture that Filipinos embrace so much, like tight, and like when you see other cats take from this culture and not shout it out, it drives me
Drives you crazy.
fucking crazy. Just like shoe culture alone, bro.
Yeah.
Like it makes me not even want to get anything that's out right now.
Right.
Like if you would have hung out with me 20 years ago, you would have made fun of my shoes. I remember people making fun of my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are those, Jordans? Oh, I remember when I shot my first half-hour special, I had the flip 3s on.
Yeah.
And people were like, what? And now, it drives me crazy because now it's accessible. Now it's not even a culture. Now you go to Amazon or Flight Club and you can buy for $2,000 and it's on your foot.
Right.
But it's not like the lines aren't there anymore. The anticipation and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That whole shoe culture is like, now it's just like this thing. Now, nothing worse than hearing a description from a shoe from someone that just sounds like they read it off of Google. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the most annoying shit. Oh my God, the off-white Prestos in black. Yo, that's a really killer shoe right there, buddy. Hey man, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck. Oh wow, the Bread 11s. I love those, man. You got the cool grays yet? Hey man, stop. Fucking stop. Stop.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It blows my mind, bro. Like
it blows my mind, man, I don't want to act like I'm throwing hate because I'm not, because I love everything. Like I love skateboard culture.
mm-hmm.
But if you're not going to sit there and act like your swag isn't from hip hop,
right.
Stop.
Right.
You want to see a skateboarder in the 80s? I'll tell you what he looked like. It probably had some OPs on or some Billabong. I don't know. I'm just making up shit.
Right.
But that's what they wore. They wore surfer dude shit, Vans, which is still dope. Mm-hmm. I love it. But what I'm saying is, look how they used to dress and what they used to make fun of in the 80s. Am I right? Yep. The fucking flipped up brims.
Yeah.
You remember when Ice-T used to wear his brim popped up?
Yep.
The Dickies, the fucking low Dickies, the Converse.
Yep.
The Ben Davis button-ups.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, they'd make fun of it. Oh, look how they dress, man. And then all of a sudden, every skateboarder I know is wearing Ben Davis button-ups.
Exactly.
Up hats, cocked to the right.
Yep.
Dickies.
Like, where do you think
but you're gonna act like that wasn't Eazy-E? You're gonna act like, do I sound like a hater right now? Do I sound like a hater?
No, this is actual some real shit that needs to be said.
It does. Stop. Fucking stop. It drives me crazy. It's always 15 years late. And you know who you are. If you're rocking shoes right now and you're part of the shoe culture, you're 24 years late. In fact, right. You're 36 years late with me, motherfucker.
Well, even further than that, yeah.
Bro, I got 97 Air Maxes on in a goddamn picture in 1997. So
Right.
please
Right.
cut the shit.
Talk.
I got Jordan 4s on when Jordan 4s came out.
Threes are.
No, I got pictures with me rocking 5s, bro. I've always been part of this culture. So if you're just now talking about, you are late. You're so late. And it's a prime example of, you know, I get it. Oh yeah, no, I love that stuff. Like, but if I can guarantee 15 years ago or even 20 years ago, I could just imagine how you were shitting on this, right?
Oh yeah.
I already know because I had friends that did it in front of me.
Right. Right.
So look, I don't want to be a hater. All I'm saying is, you know where you got it from.
Right.
So
That's all.
let people know. Don't do a little snarl. Oh, you're listening to that rap shit again? Oh, let me guess, you want to listen to a rap song? Right, guys?
And then they turn on alternative rock.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think that is?
And then their hats are like this. That's not your style, bro. That shit was invented in the 80s.
Right.
By gangster rappers.
Right.
Okay?
But
because it's part of their culture, bruh.
And that's the thing, though, about the hip hop culture is it's always been 100% inclusive.
Inclusive.
You know what I mean? Like it invited everybody. So if you shit on it and then showed up late, you're still invited, but don't act like you invented it.
All praise due to Allah. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
I don't know what the fuck that came from, but all right. Oh man, it's real shit, man.
Maybe I'm sounding too hateful right now. I don't want to be that guy. All I'm saying is, you guys, look, you can act, but everyone knows. Just know when you're acting, whoever you're acting to, we're looking right into your soul going, you're full of shit. Just know that. I'm saying that inside. Like this, Trey. You're full of shit.
Oh my God.
Be you. Be you, man. Be a fucking great version of you. Okay? And whatever it is that made you you, make sure you let people know where you got you. And be proud of that, man. Just because you're around a certain group of people that may not look at whatever it is that inspired you the same way, don't act like it didn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because your environment is different, all of a sudden you got to change your environment. No, man, be you. Be you, man. What made you you?
Yep.
Was it a little bit of Snoop Dogg? Was it a little bit of 50 Cent? Huh? What was it? Was it the Neptunes?
Did that In the Club record shape you?
What was it? Was it Pharrell? What was it? What was it? What was it?
So fucking funny. It's so funny. Wait, this is why this is so funny because I remember going when I was in college, right? I remember Too Short, Don't Fight the Feeling. That record. And I went to University of the Pacific. University of the Pacific, I want to say like 80% white, and it was private and it was rich kids, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This on my floor, every white girl that was on my floor was bumping that song 24/7. And I can imagine who they pretend to be today.
I know what they pretend to be. I got my Gucci boots on. I got my Gucci hat on. Stop. Stop.
Oh my God.
So yes, Charlemagne the God, thank you for opening up that door. I indirectly put it on him again.
I got him. Yeah, I got that. That's
No,
where it belongs. Put it back where it you put it back where it belongs.
It's just, yeah, it's kind of annoying, man. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, be you. Be the better version of yourself, and don't be ashamed to tell people how you made you. Because we're always continually making ourselves. You're allowed to fall in love with new things. That's what life is all about. Shit, I hope I like cilantro when I'm 70. That's what life is. Trying new things, being a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
But it ain't shit unless you let people know how you honestly got there. And that's all I'm saying. Because the minute you act and fake the funk, there's people like me that are looking at you going, you're full of shit, bro. And I'm saying on the inside while you're talking to me. But just know our conversation is not real. Because while you're talking or whatever it is that you're telling me, in my head, I'm like, you're full of shit. And I don't trust this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about, Dre.
I do.
You know what I'm talking about. There's so many cats in my industry right now, man. And
there's a lot of it.
This is me, man.
Yeah. Can't trust them.
Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Please keep describing your... Just come on, you guys. And then there's some cats that I love that embrace the culture and, and they spit it out. I got some friends, man. I don't have a huge circle. I got a couple.
Yeah.
And I love those guys. You know what I mean? But then there's some others where I'm just like, you better live it. Stop acting like you live it. Live it and let people know. I don't know. I'm beating a dead horse. Am I not, Dre, or no?
No, I think you're just passionate about it because it's a whole culture that people are trying to ignore, and you can't ignore it.
To this day, they're still ignoring it, Dre. To this day.
Yeah. They thought, I remember people like, oh, it'll be like disco. It'll be done in 5 years or 2 years.
And it's not only not done, it is the only genre. Like it's the most purest genre that came with, like when you listen to rap, man, this is so cheesy what I'm about to say. But you hear the struggle, you hear where it came from.
It's the
this day.
Honesty.
To this day.
Yeah.
Like it's always the mouth of the street. It's always where you came from, your upbringing, you hear it since 1981, whenever it came out, whatever. It's always been that. It's pure. It's real. You feel it. You get it. Even when they're bragging about shit, you get it. Oh, I understand why you're doing that.
Yeah.
I understand why you're doing that.
Yep.
I get it. And I'm telling you, I think that's why I love it so much.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love it so much. I get it, dude.
Well, because even the bragging it's aspirational, right? So like, and that for people like us who are striving toward things and dreaming about things, you want to hear. That's what you want to hear.
You want to hear that.
You know what I mean? Like you know, this motherfucker probably don't have that.
Nope.
That's what he's aspiring to have.
Yep.
And that's what you want to hear that shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No one speaks anything into existence more than rappers.
Right? That's a true story.
That is a true fucking story.
Yeah.
I've seen a 20-year-old rapper with 3 Lamborghinis in a goddamn video. And in my head, I'm like, he don't own any of them. But he is telling the world, these are mine. And you know what? It eventually will be. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want. That's not what I'm getting at. It's just frustration.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's frustration. I hate seeing it. It still exists to this day, and it's just so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? This is it embarrassment? What is it? Are you embarrassed to tell people where you got this, this influence from? What is it? Like, whatever it is, figure it out, because there's people out there that think you're full of shit.
I'm gonna take this a step further, and you don't
Yeah.
have to agree with me because you might not. This is a little extreme, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if anything saves the world, it will be hip hop culture.
Oh, 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. That's
Seriously.
the truth. 1,000,000%. Anyways, this has been a fun pod. I'm sorry I left it on that kind of a note, but like, you know what? Here's a couple of suggestions for you. Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. Listen to that from start to finish. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. God, what else can what are those? Oh God, NWA.
America's
All
Most
right,
Wanted.
now America's Most Wanted. How about some new shit? Oh God, Tribe Called Quest. Well, I'll even do some new shit for you. I want you guys to really embrace this stuff. I really want you guys to embrace this stuff, man. What's some? Get that Young Thug out, man. Like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard listening to some of the, but just really appreciate just the swagness that this cat has,
Right.
and just how fucking talented this dude is. You know what I mean? Or Little Baby. I'm still a Uzi Vert fan, so
dope.
So I'm just saying, I just went from 1986 to 2021. I literally went from 1986, 87 and just springboarded to 2021. And that's how much I love hip hop and how much it has influenced me. So, and that's why I had B-boys in my special. And mind you, I know those B-boys for over 20 years.
Right.
Because I used to throw shows with B-boys. I used to throw B-boy competition shows. I used to be a B-boy.
Yeah.
Dre used to be a B-boy. Like, I lived it. I breathe it, and I will always shout out hip hop. It is it's what keeps me going. It's what's motivated me. My heroes are hip hop artists. So my fashion comes from hip hop. And I've always been hip hop. Look at what I wear all the time. It's like, that's me. I will be 60 in a pair of fucking goddamn J's if I have whatever. Presto, I don't care. I'm rocking it.
Whatever's popping at the time.
Whatever's popping. Hey, whatever hip hop tells me to wear, I'll wear it. I love you, Dre.
Love you, bro.
This has been the Koy Po. Stay motivated, stay influenced, stay whatever it is. Be you, but just remember how you got to you, all right? And let everybody know. The real you. Don't hold anything back. All right? It's okay to tell people you like Nelly. All right. I love you guys. Stay blessed. I love you, Dre.
Love you, bro.
That was fun.